Okay, in this video clip, we're going to finish up where we left off in navigation, I guess part 3, creating a menu bar. And so we'll finish up. So just a quick preview where we were. If we look at in our browser here, we have our home property and property 2 links up here in our menu bar. We sort of have that working. This is our div menu block, and we have styled that with a background color. And then this is the UL, right? And we've got that styled as well. And we said in the last clip, you may want to style this so the colors are the same. You may not want to center them, right? You may want to give them padding on the left or right to make it the way you want. All right, so taking a quick look at the styles again. What we did, we created a div menu, a style for div menu for the div menu block, and we have our menu bar. It's a class style, and we talked about how this is a parent-child relationship, so only the LIs with the parent of menu bar will have this style. We set the text decoration to none, display block, so we could move our mouse through the whole thing, and it would appear to make the link. And then we did a hover effect, right, where we move over, it changes the background color. Now the thing you want to do is the user should always feel grounded as to where they are. They want to know where they are all the time. And by looking at this page here, you don't know what page you're on per se. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually change the background color of the body like we did in one of the other video clips to gold and see how this works. If I can do content here, background color, right, background color. Not that this is the best color scheme, by the way, but I'm sort of exaggerating it here so that you can see how it can work. All right, and so hopefully your color scheme might be a little bit better than mine. So let's just see what this looks like. So if we do this, refresh, we have a gold color scheme. Yay. So what I'm going to do then is I might want to change this menu, this tab, if you will, right, to be the same background color. So then the user would know that that's where they are. And so for every page, then that that tab would let them know where they are. So let's see how we could get that effect. What we'll do is we'll create another style, and we'll call it current page. Current page. Okay. And in here we'll say background color gold. And I don't know what the text color should be. We'll say color. I'll say black for now. We may want to change it to white, but we'll see how it works. So current page. All right. So then I'll come back over to default, and I'm going to put it right on the LI. I mean, right on the anchor tag. So class equals. I didn't save it, so let's save. Make sure I save this. The IntelliSense should come up in here. Oh, there we go. And this is what would I call current page. So here's the class for this. Let's go ahead and save this. And now what does it look like? So now, I mean, there's a little bit of a border there that you could try and match up. But now it sort of looks like this is the page we're on. So what we want to do now is copy this over to home 1, right? Get this same structure going. So I'm going to go to default. And now that I have my menu block in here like this, I'm going to just copy this whole menu block, right? Copy that. And I'm going to go to home 1, and right beneath the div content, put that in there. And I may also put in maybe put in the BR tag before the table right in here. So let's just do that. BR like this. Oops, a little bit too much there. There we go. So we'll save that. And now, though, instead of putting the class on this, because this is for the home page, right? We're no longer on the home page. We're going to be on this property page, so I put the class on that. Okay, and since we have our style sheet that's linked in, I put the div block in there. It should work fine. So let's just see. So I go to property 1, and there it is. So you can see, look, you're on property 1. Go back, and so forth. Now we don't have home, right? But all you'd have to do then, or for property 2, is right click, right, and copy, and then come over here and paste. And what you could rename this, rename to, and get this in here to home. Oops, home 2. And by the way, remember, no spaces, or really no spaces in folder names or file names, right? Underscores or dashes, but even them you don't want to really do. I'd rather you do uppercase, lowercase, first letter of each word if you have to. And so now we have home 2 there. Now we can open up home 2. And then, of course, the thing to do is to take out class current page here, right? and X this out, and then put it on the last one. Right. So there we go. I think that'll work. Oops. Notice what happened when I copied and pasted. It changed home 1 to 2. That's a common thing, I think, with Expression Web. I don't know that it did it. No, it works fine here. So just be aware of that when you copy one page from the other inside Expression Web, it tries to think for you, and it doesn't work. So then I'll go to Property 2, which still says Home 1, so I have to change that. But I think you get the idea. Property 2. And let me change that so it's not confusing. So if I go into Home 2 here, and right, you can change this to Home 2, and coming down under here, we'll change that to Home 2, and maybe change the image, right? Maybe that was the other thing too. I think that was the image. And let's see what it looks like now, just to complete the process, right? So it looks good. Refresh. So here's Home 1, or the home page, Home 1, or Property 1, Property 2. All right, so there you go. And that's how you could set up a horizontal menu bar.